What's up, guys? Philip here, and I'm back in the garage today to talk to some of you newer lifters about beginning lifting and just different tips and principles that will help make your lifting journey a long, fruitful one. So let's talk about a few of those. Starting with the first thing that I think is very important for anybody new into lifting to keep in mind, and that is that consistency is key. I've been lifting for about 15 years now, and I've had many victories and defeats through that time. And progress comes at a premium these days. But when you first start, you get what's called newbie gains. And that, just to give my best analogy, is kind of like if you are watching one of these million people who are promoting Raid Shadow Legends, and they offer a promo code that gives you a hero and maybe some gold coins to give you that instant bump and kind of acclimate you into the game. Well, that's what newbie gains is in weightlifting. You see an instant bump just from doing the activities, and it kind of acclimates you into weightlifting. It gives you a crash course and tutorial. That is going to be very easy for really anybody, but after you get through the tutorial and that progress slows down, you're going to have to start maybe experimenting and trying different techniques to continue that progress. Just see what works for you. Don't get discouraged with that, guys. I've tried many things that haven't been very helpful to me and learned from them along the way and kind of found what works for me. And I've kind of gained my own system of how to lift and make progress. And I'm still learning, guys. It's a lifelong journey. So just take that first step and don't be discouraged by the setbacks that you might face. Because, guys, thinking back to when I started at 13 years old, I was bench pressing 85 pounds, okay? Just through some newbie gains, worked my way up to 155. I was a real bad dude then. But over time, I would say going back to probably my sophomore year of high school, I had worked my way up to where I was doing 215 for like sets of 7. And I really wanted to be, one of those 300-pound bench pressers, because in high school, if you can bench 300 pounds, that's really impressive. For an average person at least. And so I was getting really frustrated, and one night I actually put my head through a wall because I got so frustrated that I couldn't bench 205 for 8 on the day. Guys, I look back at that now and I laugh because I skipped 205 on the way up to 225 when I'm warming up to bench press. So just remember that. It's slow, steady progress, but if you keep doing it, you will look back in time at where you kind of started, and you'll laugh about those times that you struggled, or you'll laugh about the goals that you initially set because you're so far past them. So the next thing that I would say is very important to newer lifters and especially younger lifters is don't over specialize. I was at the gym today working out with one of my buddies, and I overheard what I would assume was a 15-year-old with some short Gymshark shorts and a gold chain on, talking to his buddy who he was mentoring about a workout he had just done where he did 4 singles at 125 pounds for bench press. And the only thing I could think to myself, of course I didn't tell him this because hopefully in time he'll realize how cringy that sounded. What I was thinking to myself is, you're 15, you're 130 pounds soaking wet, just lift weights, learn how to do that well, and become a well-rounded lifter. You need to build a base, build some muscle, and kind of develop a little bit of a physique before you decide to jump into something so specialized. I think about my powerlifting idol, which is Stan Efferding. Stan Efferding was also an IFBB pro bodybuilder, in addition to being a world record-holding powerlifter. And he was very big on doing his big compound movements, his powerlifting movements, because they were part of his sport, but also because doing very heavy compound movements at a high intensity helped build him up and build a foundation. So he not only had the specificity of a power lifter, but he also had the physique and the muscle mass to back it up. So if you are a younger person or even a newer lifter, build that base, build that physique before you decide to jump into something so specified. So the third thing that I would say, and it's something that I am guilty of occasionally, is don't be so married to your system that you can't take advice from somebody else. I heard from somebody today when I was lifting, just in reference to his own philosophy, that you should never be too good to listen to somebody else, no matter how they sound. If it isn't productive for you, in time, that's fine. You can discard that information, but give somebody else enough respect to listen to them and actually consider what they're telling you. Be a student always, and don't be so married to your philosophy that you stick to it to the detriment of your overall training. And hey, bonus clip for you guys. I want to let you know right now, if you are considering working out for the first time and just starting this journey, nobody is looking at you and judging you when you are in a weight room. Guys, listen to me please very closely, especially you new lifters who are worried about how you're going to look. The only people who are judging you are the other people in there that don't know what they are doing. It makes me happier than anything to see somebody start their weightlifting journey and begin on this journey that I myself have partaken in for the last 15 years of my life and brought me so much joy and happiness. So guys, if you're worried about how you're going to look and how people are going to perceive you, especially the pretty people or the strong people, do not worry about that. I promise you, more than likely, those people are the ones who want to see you succeed and want to help you the most. And the only people that are looking at you funny and critiquing you are the people that are in your same exact shoes and want to feel better about themselves by pushing others down. So get into it. Don't let that worry deter you, please. If you can take anything from this video, just take that piece of advice. Guys, those are just some of the philosophies that I try to carry in myself and philosophies that were given to me through other people that I feel like have helped my training and helped me be a better version of myself. I hope that these philosophies help you as well and that they're productive for your training goals. If you have any other philosophies that you would like to share, philosophies that you believe are important and philosophies that have helped you further progress your training, share them down in the comment section below, guys. I appreciate you guys watching this, and I'll catch you guys later.